So if you don't mind, like, could I just ask like what the John Birch Society is, like what you guys do, your name, things like that? If you're cool with it.
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
My name is Captain Dennis, and I volunteer at the John Birch table.
Gotcha. Okay.
I also volunteer at the Historic Aircraft
Oh wow.
Society.
Where's that at? Like, where you're in town?
It's in the other building.
Gotcha. That's awesome. My kids love that. We were actually up in Washington, and they have a whole Air and Space Museum, and they love seeing like the planes and everything. It's like super cool. So,
Right.
what does the John Birch Society do? Like, what do you guys do in the area?
Okay. With the Historic Aircraft, one of the planes that we promote
Yeah.
is the B-25.
Okay. Gotcha. Isn't
The
that
Nick-
a bomber?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The nickname for the B-25 is the Mitchell,
Okay.
and it was flown by Jimmy Doolittle.
Okay. Interesting.
And Jimmy Doolittle, they wanted to get back at the Japanese because we wanted revenge after Pearl Harbor.
Right. Right.
So Jimmy Doolittle gathered up enough pilots to fly 16 planes off of an aircraft carrier
Wow.
to bomb Japan.
Wow.
Okay.
That's some courage.
So they had enough fuel to bomb Japan
Yeah.
and enough fuel to crash on the coast of China.
Oh wow.
Okay?
Jeez. And they knew that before going in?
Yeah.
Still
Now
did
at
it
the
anyway?
time, the United States and China, we were good friends. Okay.
Friendly ground to land on.
Friendly ground. Yeah. So
Still,
Chiang Kai-shek were friends with us.
Yeah.
Chiang Kai-shek.
still
one of
pretty daring mission to go on. Yeah.
Yep. Now one of the guys. Now there were 16 planes.
Yeah.
Some crashed, and the crew and pilots survived. And some of the planes crashed on the coast, and the crew and the pilots were killed. Okay.
Sad.
There was a guy named John Birch, and he
Okay.
was a Christian, along with some other people. They were starting Christian churches
Excuse
over.
us, buddy. You're okay.
They were starting Christian churches
Yeah.
in China.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So John Birch was over there for years, and he was very fluent in Chinese.
It's a hard language to learn.
And some people said that his Chinese was so good
Yeah.
that he did not have an American accent.
Oh wow. Already. Oh wow. Here. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So there was a guy, a Chinese guy,
Yeah.
came up to John Birch. He was sitting down eating some rice with chopsticks. And they pulled on his shirt, and he said, he was talking in Chinese. He said, Mister,
Yeah.
do you speak English? Come with me.
Okay.
He took him to a boat that were Jimmy Doolittle and two other crew members were in the bottom of a boat that was on the dock in a river
Oh wow.
in China,
Yeah.
because the Japanese were raiding the coast of China,
Okay.
and the Japanese were just killing everybody.
Anything in sight.
Yeah.
Just a sweep mission. Yeah.
So the Chinese were helping to rescue
Wow.
Jimmy Doolittle and the other crew.
Gotcha.
And John Birch was there, and he traveled up and down and helped the crew members,
Because he's fluent and he can coordinate.
Chinese and
Gotcha.
English.
Okay.
If the guys had enough fuel, they were supposed to land at certain airports that were big grass fields in China.
Okay.
They didn't have enough fuel, so they were like an hour short of fuel.
Wow.
So John Birch gathered up some other Chinese people, and they found all the crew that were still alive,
Yeah.
and they gathered up the crew members who were dead.
Right.
We didn't want to leave anybody behind.
Right.
And John Birch was a hero
That's awesome.
because all those crew members had crashed,
Yeah.
and he was a hero because he saved so many
Saved
lives.
everybody, brought home the people who had passed, unfortunately, and
Yeah, and he
Wow.
got all those guys arrangements so they can get back to the United States.
That is awesome.
So that was
That's
John
it.
Birch.
That's a
he's
hell of a story, right?
He's a hero.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so, what does the John Birch Society do now as far as, is it preserving the legacy, the helping with next generation type stuff?
Yeah, John Birch. He really believed in the Constitution.
Yeah.
free market and capitalism.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Now, a lot of people don't understand capitalism.
Right. Right. Especially young kids now.
I'll give you a little tip. Now, I started my own business
Good.
as a physical therapist.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome.
I needed some money, so I borrowed $5,000 from a bank.
Like startup loan.
That money was called capital.
I just want to make sure they don't hit you.
That
Yeah.
money was called capital.
Inject the capital in, start the growth.
So I bought some treadmills, some bikes, my desk, my computer,
It's a lot of money up front that you have
carpet,
to. Yeah.
a mirror,
Yeah.
and I started my rent. So I used that capital.
Right.
All right. I have to pay the bank back.
Right. But now you're generating some revenue once you get people in.
So I do a really good job with my patients in
Yeah.
physical therapy.
Good.
I do a good job. Our patients come back. They refer their other family members or friends,
Right.
and I do a really good job, and then I can pay the bank back.
Right. Right.
So I'm doing really good free market.
Yeah.
A free market means I decided to be a physical therapist.
Right.
I could have started building washing machines.
Right.
I could have, I could have done anything I wanted to.
Right. Yeah, you had the option to, and that's what you chose to go into. You remind me a lot of like Thomas Sowell and Milton Friedman type days. So
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And you keep it. A lot of people I think complicate it, but like that way of explaining it is just very simple, and that's what it is. It makes sense. So like, why do we try to complicate a lot of stuff? And a lot of youth, they're going into the socialism type realm now. And there's a group out of Tampa that they come down here and they talk a lot of that, and they confuse the youth on it. It's not that complicated.
And when I lived in Italy,
That would be.
I was in the
interesting.
Navy for 2 years.
Gotcha. Okay.
I lived in Italy.
Yeah.
Italy is a socialist country. Now, what means in socialism, the government owns everything.
Right. You're just.
They own all the means of production. They own everything. So when I was renting an apartment, it was kind of like a condo. I rented a condo right off the base, and the manager ran the condo. There was like six of them. But he was actually working for the government.
Okay. That has to be so weird.
The government told him what the rent would be.
Right. So rent controlled. They're working straight from the. Yeah. It's a totally different way. That sounds terrible.
So our founding fathers,
Yeah.
all of them, including Paul Revere. Sometimes they don't include him,
Right.
but he was the one who rode his horses, and he had a group carrying documentation
Right.
between Boston and Philadelphia and New York and back to Philadelphia.
You're right. He doesn't get enough credit on it when we kind of look back at this. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, with John Paul Revere,
Yeah.
I know the poem.
Oh.
It goes like this. Listen to me, young people, for you shall hear the midnight ride about Paul Revere. There's more to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, it's interesting.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next part is the ride occurred on March 19th, 1775. Not many people will be alive that remembers that date.
Right. Right.
What's the date today?
Oh, jeez.
March 19th.
Yeah. I have a hard time even remembering that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Paul Revere was quite a guy.
Yeah. 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 Well, and so
Okay.
how? I know I really appreciate that. I could probably talk to you for like hours. Maybe we could set something up where I could come in and we could pick like a topic of history, something like that.
Sure,
I would love that.
I'll give you my card.
That'd be awesome. My name's Cullen. I should have started off with
Hi.
that.
I'm a firearms instructor.
Oh, awesome! I've been actually meaning. So I have like some old, some pistol, but I need to get a new one, and I want to learn how to clean, strip it down. Like I want to do it the right way with that. I mean, I know the basics. I'm not, an idiot on that sense, but I
Yeah.
would love to have formal training.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
That would be awesome. Look at that. Where are the
I used to
changes?
have groups like 4
Yeah.
or 5 people,
Yeah,
but I couldn't spend enough attention
Right.
with each person.
it makes sense.
So now I call it one at a time. I call it VIP.
That's perfect.
So
Yeah,
I've been in here in Sarasota for 31 years.
Gotcha.
I know everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows me.
Right.
So some of my students have been congressmen and senators,
That is so cool. That's
bank
awesome.
presidents,
Yeah.
CEOs of companies.
That's cool.
Now, I just finished a student who was a senator,
Wow. Okay.
and he comes to me and he says, I want good instruction,
Yeah.
and I can trust you
Right.
because I know you. You've got a good reputation in
Right.
town.
Right. And that means a lot. Yeah.
Now, what I do at home, I have a pretend range,
Gotcha. Okay.
and we go through all the firearms with no ammunition,
Right. So like just dry, like yeah.
dry.
Yeah.
And we do all the rehearsal
That's good.
just like a play, so that
Right.
when we, a few days later, it takes about 2 hours.
Right. Right.
A few days later, we meet at a range.
And you already know the deal. Now you're live fire, but it's in your
Yeah.
brain. Yeah.
We have headsets on and goggles,
Yeah.
and it is kind of stressful for some people to go to the range for the first time.
Right. I can imagine.
So we
yeah.
practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one of the senators said to me, he said, I don't want to get anybody, even in National Rifle Association,
Right. Right.
I don't want to get anyone just off the internet.
Right. You want
Because
it
if
personal.
we're going to go indoors or outdoors at a range
Right.
with firearms,
yeah,
you got to
wanna know
have
who you're-
somebody,
Yeah. Yeah. Someone you know, someone that you're. Yeah. I agree.
millions of dollars, no one's going to buy me off,
Right. Good.
okay?
That's like James O'Keefe says. The price has to be your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James O'Keefe, yeah, he's
Yeah.
good, boy.
Oh yeah. Good dude.
What a brave guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, so
Well, I noticed a cross on you.
yeah. Yeah.
I go to the Congregational Church.
Do you? Oh yeah. I'm actually looking for a church right now. So we've been trying to find.
Congregational Church over by the YMCA.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll stop in.
All right, Reverend Nab,
Okay.
years ago, he had a chalice for communion.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It had gold stripes on it and all that
Oh,
kind of
wow.
stuff.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's awesome.
And
I
I
would
said,
love to stop in.
Reverend Nab, Jesus was a poor,
Right. Right.
he was a poor,
Yeah, we don't need to like overdo everything, right? Like we're trying to get to the word. We're trying to.
he was a poor carpenter.
Right. Right.
I figured it out. He walked from all over and up to Egypt and back.
Yeah.
And I calculated a lot of that from the Bible. He was walking about 3.5 to 4 miles an hour. Jesus.
Oh wow. Yeah.
All right. So the fellas want to be able to trust me
Right. Right.
with a firearm at an open range or outdoors.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be working with somebody, you want to know that they know what they're doing. They're trustworthy. It's not some random weird. Exactly.
Yeah. All of our representatives now are very careful with everything.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. Well, and you have to be too. Like you don't know. You got to know who you're working with. They have to be trustworthy. No, I like that a lot. And so, so how do people get involved with the John Birch Society?
You're a good interviewer.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
You're
So-
a good American.
Oh,
I can tell
you
that.
as well, sir. I appreciate it, seriously. And I love hearing history it's tough because I was actually talking to my wife the other day about it, and I was like, it's crazy that most people don't even know who their great-grandfather is anymore. And
Yeah.
and we want to start I don't know if to call it like a tradition, but like start doing that with like our family, encouraging other people to do it because a lot of people want to leave this big legacy. They want to leave this and that, but it's like that's the very least we could do is understand and the stories. Like my wife's grandfather, he was in Vietnam. And so the stories that you hear from, and it's like I always say that the last generation, like your guys' generation, your hands are rough and mine are soft because you did all the work. So, we should be appreciative of, previous generations that helped us get where we're at.
I didn't go to Vietnam,
Gotcha.
but I was a corpsman.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like a physician assistant.
Yeah. And that's a needed spot.
And I was in the Navy from 69 to 75.
That is awesome. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
My
So
father was in the Navy.
I worked in the operating room.
Oh, wow.
A lot of guys from Nam came back in, and they were stabilized, but they were still banged up. Shrapnel,
Yeah.
Naval Base, north of Chicago.
Yeah.
I was in the operating room for 2 years there.
Oh wow. You probably
And then-
saw everything, right?
And then the operating room, Philadelphia Naval Hospital, 2 years.
Gotcha. So you've
And
seen
then-
it all.
And then 2 years in the emergency room and the operating room.
Wow.
Naval Hospital in Naples, Italy.
Oh wow. That's interesting. So you've been like almost all over.
All those Vietnam guys
Yeah.
were coming back to other hospitals because they still needed care.
Right. So they would just kind of send them to like the closest type. Yeah.
So I helped clean up
Yeah.
and prepare for the next procedure. We had like 5 suites,
Gotcha.
and we had a list of what physicians were coming in.
Yeah.
So each physician wanted certain instruments,
Like a certain setup. that you
certain
have to-
setup.
Yeah.
and they were all rolled up in towels, and we had the autoclave.
Gotcha. So
And we had the-
sterilize. And, yeah.
Sterilized, yeah.
Yeah.
We had to unroll it in preparation for each physician. Each one wanted something a little bit different.
They want like their own thing, and you have to remember it, and then you're under high stress. I've looked into some of the ways like that they would set traps for like our soldiers and things like that, and they were so creative with the tunneling, and so I can imagine the wounds that people would get were not like clean wounds. They were getting
Okay.
a lot of damage.
Here's something that a lot of people don't know. Now the Viet Cong,
Yeah.
the communists,
Right.
they didn't want to kill us. Because if they killed us, there was one guy off the front line.
Right.
But if they blew us up and injured us and we're still alive,
People come to help you.
4 or 5 guys would help the one guy,
I heard
and more
that.
guys. So that's why the
Right.
injuries were so bad.
Right. They'd like maim at the front, wait till people come to help, and maim them, and just keep piling. Yeah. That's.
Yeah, a lot of booby traps.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't even imagine most of the people that like I know if we had to go over there right now. The way that we live life is so comfortable that it's like hard
Yeah.
for a lot of people to even imagine that.
In the Navy, I've been to all countries,
That's awesome.
and America we are the best
Yeah.
and greatest force for good
Right. Right.
on the whole planet.
I agree.
All right, now wait a minute.
Yeah.
One of the things that I do,
Yeah.
I'm at the John Booth table.
Okay.
John Booth table.
Right.
Yeah, John Birch table.
I got you. I know what you mean.
And in the afternoon, I volunteer at the historic aircraft.
Yeah.
So one of the things I do at the John Birch table
Right.
is I teach young people or anyone how to fold the American flag.
That's awesome.
So
That's everyone needs to know that. Yeah.
I have a table over there set out specifically for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I work with the manager here. His name is Roby,
Okay.
but
That's a good name.
he put out a separate table for me.
Awesome. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to stop by and see it.
Well,
That'd
yeah,
be awesome.
Bring your camera
Yeah,
over
yeah.
right now, and I'll
Yeah.
show you what's going on.
Sounds good to me. Awesome. Yeah, here, I'll follow you right over.